Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Break Senpai. My name is Danny, and today we are doing podcast episode 4. Let's get into this. Now, let's begin with what's been happening recently. I've got a holiday booked. It's going to be fun. I'll let you know where I'm going after because I want to record some stuff and put it on my YouTube channel. But I'll leave that as a surprise. But the main part of what I want to talk about is the process. So, figuring out ever since the COVID hit, the situation hit, I'm not sure if I can say that word, it's made traveling a lot more harder, although it has been getting easier for a lot of places now, especially if you have a British passport, but it's been a lot harder, and because everything's getting back to normal, people are rushing back to hotels, they're literally planning their holiday, they really want to be there quick, and it really makes it fully booked, and you're like, oh my god, how is it getting booked so quickly? So yeah, you really got to plan yourself out, especially if you've got anything. So if you want to go anywhere, go now, go quickly. And whilst I'm on holiday, I'm going to read some manga, which is going to be amazing in my spare time, obviously. Because holiday, you want to enjoy yourself. But I'll be gone for a week, and obviously I'm posting back to normal now, so I think it's going to be even better. I'm going to post better content on this channel. So let's start with this podcast, right? So I talked about a little bit of going on holiday, but what's going on apart from that? What am I reading? What am I watching? I am watching and reading. So here we go. Let's start with Crunchyroll. Okay, so I'm going to click on the Crunchyroll tab. Oh, don't click this because that's an episode. I've been watching obviously Ranking of Kings and Kingdom season 4 is back on. Kingdom's an amazing show. I just realized they put the 4th season on now, which is awesome. Like if you look on the Kingdom series here, not on the episode, sorry. If you look on the Kingdom series, it's just amazing. The first season itself was a bit, the first season itself was a bit dicey. Like you look at it and the animation was very, it was subpar. Like, don't get me wrong, I got used to the animation, and in a way, it kind of suited Kingdom in some sense. However, you really want sort of shouting outside. However, when you're watching Kingdom, it's a really good series. Like the story is amazing, the pacing, the strategy, the warfare, every single part of it was really good. The animation just kind of put off and a little bit of the first season. However, it was so good, I completely forgot about it. And you kind of fell in love a little bit with the animation towards the end. I'm just worried. I really want this show to become popular. Like, I know it's a popular series, but let's be honest, it's not popular mainstream. And a lot of reactors which react to shows, I think they really like this anime. Kingdom is just really good. Like you got Shin, you got what was it? Hayo? Yeah, Hayo was like they're both war orphans, as it says in the description. And basically, I'm not trying to give any spoilers. Something happens. Shin joins the army, and he basically is becoming a great general. But even though Shin's the main character, it's not based around this singular character. It's all spreading out into different people, and they all become the main character of this series. Like every single one, I think, is extremely important. And basically, you fall in love, you hate, you really get into all of these different characters because it's just so well made. I haven't read the manga, but I heard the manga is really, really, really good. I just really like it. Like the first season, it broke down. There was a war, and basically, he was trained under someone called I forgot his name. Is it Wen Yi? Something like that. But season 1 was amazing. Season 2, it got a bit more political. There's a lot more political warfare going on, and animation improved immensely, even more. And then obviously you meet new people in the 3rd season, different people, kind of like Shin's age, and they all compete with each other, which which is just incredible. The battles in that was amazing. There's a lot of different techniques, different generals fighting each other with their own strategies. The time it takes to come up with these strategies, it must take a lot of time, because you're thinking for each person as their own individual, not as a whole. And therefore you have to think of like, usually you revolve around a main character, and they're like, you think about one main character and maybe some of the side characters, but they put so much depth into each character and their own strategy. You really see it play out like a chess set, like you're actually seeing. You would think there's different writers for different characters. It's really well made. You really enjoy it. Like, it's awesome. It's really great. So Kingdom is an amazing series. Rising of the Shield Hero is amazing. I need to watch the new season. I think there's a few more episodes which have came out recently. How many have I not watched? So I've watched the first episode of is it second season? Yeah, first episode of the second season. But I haven't watched the rest of it. Yeah, I need to watch the more of that actually. I know I do, because I'm quite behind on that, even though I love Shield Hero. Ranking of Kings, great. Hajime Ippo, I'm on the last season, I think, of that so far. I don't think they've created anything else, if I'm correct. What am I on now? Fighting Rising. And that is, so I got 4 more episodes left for that one. And I think that's all backstory. So I'll take my time watching that. The main fights are over, which is good. Other than that, other than watching, I think, what else have I been watching? I haven't been watching much, to be honest. I've been mostly reading. So like, if you look on Webtoon, I'll show you on the tab here. I got all these different series. Look at all these. All these different things. I've been reading them all. They're really great. This one here, Immortal Weakling, I haven't read it for a while, because I think when it comes to this show, what was it? Yeah, when it came to this show, I stopped reading it because it's really short episodes, and I don't want to wait a long time each time. If it's fully completed, I might more read it. But other than that, let's have a look at something else. Boxer is amazing. Weak Hero is amazing. Unordinary is amazing. Teenage Mercenary is amazing. This one's amazing. This one's amazing. This one's amazing. This one's amazing. Alexid, I love it. Villain to Kill is my favorite. Windbreaker, I haven't kept part of Windbreaker. Like, I really need to I need to read Windbreaker again. I need to read that. It's an awesome series. Like, you really get this main character, and he's like real fast. Like, at first, I think I'm trying to remember the first season. He was hesitant on the bike, but he became part of a team, and the team called Hummingbird. It's a great. And Lookism, if I can find it, because Lookism is really good. Like, but the thing is, Lookism, I stopped reading it. I just stopped reading. It's been really hard to keep motivated most of the times now, especially when I've been working a lot and looking after a child. But yeah, like, Lookism was a great series. It's about a boy that got bullied, and he ends up sort of having this like second body with this other person. And basically, having that second body, he becomes a lot more stronger, faster, a lot more technical, and he knew how to beat different sort of how can you say it? Different sort of people. And yeah, he became strong, met friends, and he's not affected anymore about that bullying whole situation. And even his real body, which you could say was not a pleasant sight on the series as it's supposed to be, because that's why he went into this new body by mistake, obviously. But the old body is a lot more better. It's a lot more stronger, and he can actually find now the new body. Not as good as the one he's been borrowing, but it's really good. Like, he's been implementing the skills, which is definitely needed. And the soundtracks now, which they put on with this series, it's really good. Like, the soundtracks they've been putting on It's really good. Like the way they make it is amazing. I wonder which part I've read up to. Probably Lee. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's been really good as well. So that's been awesome. Lookism is great, and there's nothing more I recommend more. But is there anything else really I can talk about when it comes to reading? I'd love to plan it a bit more and give a bit more in-depth review during the podcast, because the podcast, you see, is going to be more random tangents, and because I'm by myself, I have to know how to keep speaking. However, it's coming up with things to, how would I describe it, to say. And when I want to speak about different things when it comes to webtoons, manga, anime, you have to keep on speaking to get it right. And Webtoon is an American series. Like, you got different things. Like, if you haven't subscribed up to Webtoon, recommend it. You got the originals, you got the genres. You could choose from the popular, the canvas. I think is like the main one. But you got so much different stories to choose from. Look at this list; it's amazing. And this one, oh wow, I haven't seen this one. Rephaim looks great. It looks like a horror. 8.7 million. Looks pretty brand new. When was the date it came out? 2019. What is it? Andy? Is it? Let's read the synopsis of this thing called Rephaim. Looks interesting. Okay. Looks really good. Andy is a simple guy whose simple life was ruined when he was murdered by an undead monster. Instead of dying, he finds himself making a deal with an enormous being and waking to find his shadow is now host of a foreign entity. Burdened with an impossible task, he dives into the obscure, enigmatic, and the unknown, uncovering the truth of the Rephaim that initiated this misfortune and that of his entire existence. Now, that sounds like a good synopsis. I am going to subscribe. That's going to be my list. I got a whole bunch of things. Like, I have read all of these so far. I haven't completed every single one, but I've been hopping in and out of each of them, and they're all really good. Like, I really like these stories. I kind of like get overwhelmed with the amount I choose. I really need to finish them properly. I think the one I have finished completely is Sweet Home and Bastard. Those ones were good series. Very good series. Anyone else I've been reading? This looked really good. I need to carry on reading this. Noblesse was good, but I read that on my phone. And I realised that when I unsubscribed off the phone app, because I try not to distract myself on my phone too much. So I use Webtoon online, which to me is a lot more efficient because it's a lot more less distracting because it's so good. It's so good, use your laptop. Yeah, it's just an amazing website. You can read many things. What else have I been doing? Learning languages. I will be posting a language learning video. It's not very good, the first one, but I'll be improving that. I'll be creating a lot more better language videos. I'll be learning languages. I'm going to start with I'm going to do many languages at once. I don't know much, but I'm doing Chinese, for example. So like with this one here, I'm using LingQ. LingQ is really good. If you look on LingQ, it's great. You click on it, and you go. Oh, sorry. You've got all these different subjects here, and it's all community based as well. So it'll give you something like this, which is about to come up on the screen. It's like a break, like a 大家, like I don't know why it said that. Which word is it by now? But basically, you got all these. If you look at my mouse, it's got everything here. You got, for example, this is like 陈以徐，那我们今天要来跟大家聊的或者你就是近期的意向，大家研究是详细而得来呀，有1/3的人在跟肉中其实是并不 颗粒的，今天我们甚为热。这些人将和您也一起谈到澳大利亚人手工造中不颗粒的用情样音，以及应该现在印度工作中的负面情绪。I don't know if I pronounced that all right at all. I've just been reading it. It does, when you click on a word, it does go nah, like it says different things, like this woman. And in terms of how to pronounce it, if you never heard the before, for example, I came across this one before, Jingqi, I think. Jingqi. It gives you a list of different things, like near the time, in the future, very soon. Like it gives you. This is pretty much what it means here. So now I know what it means, Jingqi. And the more you read, the more it comes across different words. And I'll be implementing this on separate episodes of me learning languages. The first one was my beginner one, which I didn't record really well. I'm not sure if I even post the first video, because it's very, I might just put it in the vault, which I got a folder called the vault, where I'll be keeping all my old videos, which might go out to people in the future, which I just haven't passed through because I didn't think of it good. But yeah, apart from that, it's been very the day's been fascinating, just working a lot, very hard, but yeah, hanging in there. It's not a long podcast today. Like, I need to plan my stuff out a lot better. I say this every time, but speaking by yourself, and I'm not sure, because I'm new to YouTube, I'm not sure if people are gonna watch this whole episode. Like, I really am not. So I'm just trying to improve my speaking, improve my recording, and then give you a better experience in the future. These are test episodes. Obviously, they're my real episodes, but the beginning part, it's improve myself. And then if I get a boom in my channel, then I get a boom. But if I don't, I don't. It just means I have to improve. So this is Copyright Senpai. Thank you for watching this podcast. I'm out. Have a lovely day.